Well, as we start things off, of course, we've been focusing in on the heat that we've been experiencing over the past several days. We know June on target to be the hottest June on record. We'll see what happens here for the remainder days of the month here. But what about precipitation so far? As we first give you a view in Salt Lake City, where for the month we've picked up a trace of rainfall. Where on average up to this point, we should be close to about 3/4 of an inch. So we're well off where we should be. And if we keep it at a trace, that will tie for the driest June on record. Yeah, we've had about 4 or 5 years where we've only received a trace for the whole month of June. Now, if you recall last year in June, we had about 1.5 inches of rain for the whole month. And since then, we've kind of turned off the faucet here for the past several months as we've been on this definitely drought situation with no relief in sight. And actually, as we look towards the last week of June, that is the driest week of the year typically here across the state. So this is not good news here. As we're starting off sunny, it's clear we are looking at a little bit of beneficial cooler air moving through northern Utah. It's not going to cool us off too much, but will allow for temperatures not to be reaching the triple digits here as we move throughout the afternoon. No, we're talking about mid-90s, which brings temperatures down. Yesterday we were at 100 degrees, record for today at 101. But as a reminder, we should be typically in the upper 80s, where we will still be feeling some excessive heat will be across southern Utah with excessive heat warnings that will remain in effect until tonight, where by tomorrow we also start to see temperatures cooling off just a little bit across southern Utah. Now, red flag warnings in place across most of northern, central, and southern Utah. Again, it's the combination of low humidity levels, as well as we're going to be experiencing a little bit of an afternoon breeze due to a cool front, again, that's been tracking through the state, pushing away that moisture that we've been seeing over the past couple of days, which has been bringing us some clouds, a few isolated thunderstorms. We're not seeing much of a threat today, except across southeastern Utah. We might see an isolated thunderstorm as we move through today into tomorrow. But for northern Utah, we're hanging on to the sunshine. Yes, we're hanging on to some heat, not quite as hot as we do not have a heat advisory in place across northern Utah. So this cool front helping to cool things down. We've got another one as we move through the upcoming week that we'll be taking a look there on the roller coaster ride, where we're going temperatures, at least with the forecast temperatures moving forward. But today, the focus will be the 90s here across most of the state, from Logan through Provo over towards Milford. Again, the further south you go, as you'd expect, it gets warmer, but it really gets hot as we look from St. George heading over towards Kanab, moving up through Moab, where we are expecting triple digits. And again, with that excessive heat warning in place in St. George, your expected high 111. But as promised, we're looking at a little bit of a cool down Monday. We're at 107, and we continue to go down. Second cool front hitting Tuesday into Wednesday will actually drop temperatures down into the 90s for St. George. But then a rebound for next weekend. Next 7 days looks to be dry. Official first day of summer will be tomorrow. And of course, we've been experiencing the summer heat quite early, and we'll continue to experience it here moving ahead as temperatures hovering from the mid-90s to triple digits. I mentioned the precipitation situation here across the state. It does not look good. And again, moving into this dry, typical time frame here towards the end of June, we're kind of holding true with that. We need the rain. We need some cooler temperatures. We just don't get it here for the next 7 days, even though a little bit of a cool down.
You know what I need is a break from the allergies.
And that's another
It's been a rough week.
It's been, well, they said this season's just been tough for everybody because it has been so dry.
Hopefully some relief. A nice little rainstorm would be so nice.
That would be very helpful.
Right around now.
We'll see when that happens.
Yeah, hopefully soon. Thanks so much, Breck.